honey.
Hey guys, Tatiana Ward here with BeatFaceHoney.com, and thank you so much for joining me. Because I've been doing so many crazy rhinestone glitter drag looks, a lot of you have requested that I do something a little bit more natural. You make me feel like a natural woman. That was for those of you who also asked me to sing. Believe it or not, people do ask me to sing all the time. So this is the look that I came up with. I did it, 100% of the eyeshadows are used with UrbanDecay's Naked palette, the very first one. It's actually not really that natural, but more basic. It's definitely more wearable than what I normally do. So if you care to learn how I did this look, then I will hope you stay tuned. Okay guys, before you start any eyeshadow look, you want to make sure that you prime your eye with a primer. Every brand of makeup from really drugstore to high-end makes a primer. I like to use MAC's paint pots. They are cream based as opposed to liquid base. As a general rule, I like cream anything over liquid anything. The color in MAC's paint pot that I'm using is called Soft Ocher. I spread that with my finger all the way up to my brow. All of the eyeshadows for this look are going to be coming from UrbanDecay's first Naked palette. I know it's kind of overkill and everybody has it, but I figure that's why so many of you can duplicate this look easily, because so many people have this. This can be purchased at Sephora. I believe Ulta sells UrbanDecay, and also UrbanDecay.com. When you open the palette, you get all these lovely colors. I'm going to take the very first color here. Taking my Sigma E55 brush, I'm concentrating that color, using it as my highlight. Taking my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush, I'm going to dip into Naked, which is this beige color, and I'm spreading that color above the crease of the lid, fading it into the highlight. I'm also extending that color from the brow down, just kind of making a slope with the natural curve of my eye socket. And one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time, this is Buck. And a lot of these colors you could buy individually. You probably own some of them individually. And I'm placing that, moving my brush down ever so slightly so as not to cover up that beige color that we put down. Okay, and now I'm going to take Smog, a chocolate brown kind of metallic-y color. And I'm using the same brush, concentrating that color on the outer edge of the lid, not carrying it in as far as I did the other colors. And you see how that's just adding some depth? Alright, and I want to take this color. This is called Dark Horse. Taking my Sigma Cosmetics E45 tapered blending brush, and that makes you be able to get closer to the socket of the eye where we want to put that intense color. And I'm fading that Dark Horse right into the outer edge of the eye, right at the crease of the lid. Ever so slightly, I'm going to put some of the darkest color in the palette. This is called Creep. Just adding that right into the crease for just a little bit more depth. Okay, and I want to take some of that Dark Horse and connect it using my E45 on the outer portion of the lid. I'm just going in little tiny small strokes. Now I'm going to take Sin, which is a pearly white color, and I've put that on my E55 flat brush from Sigma Cosmetics. I'm placing that right on the lid and not working it over into where we put that dark shadow. And that's how you create that smoke on the outer lid. Okay, and just like that, we've created this very pretty, yet semi-subtle smoky eye. Now I want to take a wet wipe and clean up any fallout that I might have that may have gotten under my eye. Just, you know how eyeshadow falls under there sometimes. Oh, and I forgot that right in here, I have this little shade of light. And you can see I naturally have that, but I'm going to put some of that very first color that we put under the brow in order to achieve an even lighter illusion, if you will. Just drawing that right on the inside of the eye. And again, that was Virgin, which is the color that we put under the brow. See how it just creates a little bit of light on the inner eye? Okay, and now I can take my MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and sometimes I put it on with a brush. Sometimes I put it on with my finger. I go back and forth, however the spirit moves me that day. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild cream eyeliner, and I'm going to put that on with my Sigma Cosmetics small eyeliner brush. So there you have it. You can see that I have a wing on my lid. If you don't feel comfortable wearing a wing, or if you don't feel comfortable doing a wing, then you don't have to wear one. Just put on your eyeliner as you normally would with whatever product you normally would. Just because I use cream liner or gel liner all of the time doesn't mean that you have to use those products. You can use a pencil or liquid, whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay, I'm going to stack my lashes. I'm putting on 2 pairs of these 217s. And I'm putting my second lash right on top. A lot of people don't realize that you could stack lashes, but yeah, it just makes the appearance of the lash even more full than it would with just one lash. Now obviously if you're going to alter this to wear for an everyday look or to work, you probably won't wear a lash at all. Okay, and while we are waiting for the lash to dry, I'm going to move on to the under eye. I'm taking this pencil brush from Sigma Cosmetics. I'm going to dip that into Smog, and I'm putting that right on the inside of the eye. Okay, and I want to take Dark Horse, which is the color right next to Smog, and I'm putting that on the outer edge of the eye, blending and meeting the two in the middle. And I'm going to take my eyeliner brush and just very lightly right up against my lash line, very faintly just drawing a darker line. I don't have a ton of product on my brush. I just want to intensify the look by adding some black right to the lash line. Okay, and I'm taking this white pencil from MAC Cosmetics. It's called Fascinating. And I'm running that onto my waterline. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know that I said I was really liking this Almay mascara. It really seems to do wonders for my bottom lashes. And there you have it. Very simple, pretty. And for my contour, I'm using my F35 contouring brush from Sigma Cosmetics. And I'm going to take the dark Mineralized powder from MAC Cosmetics. Just spreading that right into the hollow of the cheek. And using MAC's Format blush, I'm taking my Sigma blush brush and just very lightly spreading that onto the apple of the cheek. Okay, so I'm back and my lips are done. For a lip liner, I used NYC's 955A. I used OCC Lip Tar in Interlace. That comes out very matte and flat looking and kind of almost a little bit ashy, so you've got to add some moisture to it. So I took NYX Miami Babe, one of my favorite lip glosses. And I'll get in close so that you can see the completed look. I wouldn't necessarily call it natural, but I would call it more wearable than what I normally do. Yeah, so for those of you who would like to see a detailed list of all of the products that I use, you can go underneath this video. There's an option that says show more. And as always, there's a list of all of the social media places where you can find me. And yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. Oh, also there's a link to Sigma Cosmetics, which is where I get all of my brushes from. And you can receive 10% off by using the discount code and the link that is listed in the show more option underneath this video. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy the look, and as usual, I will see you right back here very soon. Thanks so much. Bye.